Hello friends, welcome to CA Astrology. So as told in my last videos that I'll be making a wonderful video on Kashyap Hora, the greatest prashna technique according to Nadi astrology. So what is Kashyap Hora? This I'll tell you in a very short and brief way because it is a very detailed subject. I'll cut short the topics and give you the basics of Kashyap Hora and what are the rules we need to follow in Kashyap Hora while analyzing a Kundali through Prashna. So let's begin our video, and before I begin my video, I pray to Lord Ganesha and Lord Shanidev help us learn this divine knowledge of. So welcome friends, my name is Rajesh Babbar. So let's begin our video. Kashyap Hora, as you can see on the screen. So what is Kashyap Hora? That I'll tell you in the later parts. So first we need to understand what is Hora, because this concept is totally based on Hora. So first we need to know what is Hora. So let's say today is Thursday. So in your city you have to check when is the time of sunrise. So just example I am giving. For example, today the sunrise it is at 6 a.m. in the morning. Is this just an example just to explain you? So from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'll write also here from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. because today is Thursday. So the first hora will be of Thursday, means Jupiter, because Thursday the lordship goes to Lord Jupiter. So the first hora, so one hora is for 1 hour. So 24 hours there are 24 horas, but it goes in the sequence that I'll tell you here. So first hora will be of Jupiter, then the second hora from 7 a.m. Sorry, this is am. I by mistake I wrote. So from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. the next hora will be the sixth day from the first hora. So from Jupiter we will count the sixth weekday. So Jupiter, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So the next hora will be of Mars. So this is how you keep on counting the first hora, then the second hora, then the sixth, then the sixth, then the sixth weekday. It goes on like this. So it is very easy. You can check in any software, you will get it, especially in Jagannath Hora, or even you can type on Google also what is the hora today. So this is the base of Kashyap Hora. So first, because it was important, so I explained you need to understand this. So what is hora? So I'll rub it later. So second step is whenever a person comes for consultation, this is totally based on prashna kundali. So second step is we take the planets according to the Nadi Karkatvas. So all the planets, you can watch my earlier videos. Sun is father, sun is government, moon is mother, money, watery planet. And in Prashna Hora, moon has one extra signification, that is cheating and fraud. This rules, this comes in Prashna Hora. Rest other Karkatvas are say Mars is the husband, Mars is land and property, Mercury younger sister, brother, Mercury is education, Jupiter is the is your guru, Jupiter is Jiva Karka also, Venus is wife, Venus is money, and Saturn is your profession, your karma. All these Karkatvas are same. Rahu is a magical planet, Rahu is a troublemaker planet, and Ketu is a separative planet. And in Kashyap Hora, two planets play a very important role, that is Mercury and Ketu. They relate to law and court. So one by one, when I will take charts of example charts, then the things will become clear to you. But in today's video, it is a very simple basic video to know about Kashyap Hora. Now, second, for example, I'll rub this because let's say a person comes for consultation. So I'll cast two charts quickly. If someone comes for consultation, what are the rules we need to follow? There are a lot of rules that I'll explain in the coming videos when I make further videos of Kashyapora. But today we are going to learn only basics. Simple basic way. What is Kashyapora? So this is South Indian chart, this is North Indian chart. So for example, a person comes for consultation, and first thing what you have to do, you need to cast the birth chart at the time of prashna. When he comes to you and asks you the question, then at that time you cast the prashna kundali. According to North Indian, South Indian, you can construct. And second thing, you have to note down that when the person asks you a question, which hora was running. That is very, very important. This is the base of Kashyap Hora. So for example, when he came to you and asked a question, Jupiter's Hora was running. So third thing, in this we don't take Lagna into consideration. We will only take Karkatvas of the planets and some other rules that I'll teach you further. So when he came and he asked you a question, Jupiter Hora was running. So Jupiter is the Jiva Karka. So definitely he will ask question related to a person or a native or someone one of his relatives, Jiva Karka. So this is how you relate things when a person comes for consultation. Just check which hora is running. So one hora is for 1 hour. So at least 2 or 3 persons can come for consultation. So there are some rules that I'll also tell you in the coming videos, that one person comes in the same hora, then how you will analyze it. That also I'll teach you in next videos. But today in a very simple way. Now let's say he came for consultation and Jupiter was in today Jupiter is in Gemini. So I'll write here also, Jupiter is in Gemini when he came for consultation. Now the second step, this house, this house, this house, and this house. The second house from Hora Lord, 11th house from Hora Lord, 7th house from Hora Lord, and 12th house from the Hora Lord. Second house from the Hora Lord, 12th house from the Hora Lord, 7th house from the Hora Lord, and 11th house from the Hora Lord. These three houses you need to take into consideration. So this is going to give you a clear picture that whatever he is asking, whether it is a positive thing, whether it is a negative thing. So let's say I'll give you one example just for explanation. It is not a chart of someone. When person came for consultation for prashna, he asked you a question. We don't take Lagna into consideration. This is the rule of Kashyapora. So here at the time of Prashna, this is just for example. Don't take that Mars today is in Leo sign. No, I am just giving you an example just to learn. So Jupiter, Hora Lord is Jupiter. Second to Jupiter there is Mars. So that means in the coming times or maybe after few months, this native who has come for consultation, he will land up in problem if he comes and asks question about himself, because Jupiter is the Hora Lord. Question will be related to Jiva Karka, some person or maybe himself. So definitely in coming months, what time when Jupiter will reach Cancer, that time the native will land in problem. Why problem? because Mars is the planet of problem. So when Mars is placed in the second house to the Hora Lord in the coming future, maybe after 5 6 months, or you have to calculate when Jupiter will transit in Cancer. So that period will be difficult for him. Now, let's say the same person asked same. So let's remove this and I'll tell you one more way how to analyze. If a person comes for consultation and in Jupiter Hora, then Mars. Mars is in the 12th house from the Hora Lord. That means 12th house is the past, because this is the Hora Lord, this is the future, what is going to happen in the coming times. This is past. That means something in the past, maybe before 5 6 months, that you have to calculate accordingly to the degrees of the Jupiter. When Jupiter was with Mars, he had some problem. That means he came for consultation just to ask you that in coming times whether my time will be good or not. Because when Jupiter was in a 2 number sign Taurus, it was with Mars. At that time he had problem, but the Jupiter at the time of consultation has crossed the Taurus sign and reached Gemini. But still that person is concerned whether the same situation will happen again or not. So for this you have to see which planets are placed ahead of Jupiter. This is very wonderful technique of Kashyapora. So let's say if Venus is placed here in the second house. Now, very clear answer to the native. In the past, he had problem, but in the future, because Venus is ahead, Venus is money, Venus is a beautiful planet, and it is a very soft planet. So, in the coming times, definitely financial improvement will be there. All his problems will be solved. So, this is how you analyze the Prashna Kundi according to Kashyapora. There are a lot of other rules that I'll explain in the coming videos. But let's say I'll write one more planet here. If Rahu is here, if Rahu is here, and this native came for consultation in Jupiter Hora. So previously he had problems. Mars is what? Mars, according to Nadi rules, Mars is subordinate, trouble from outside people. So he had trouble from outside people. That is the question he came and asked you. And ahead there is Rahu. So that means in coming times also there is no respite from him. He will end up in more trouble because of Rahu in the second house from the Hora Lord Jupiter. So this is the one way of analyzing the Kashyapora system. In the coming videos, I'll explain you more rules, more combinations with example charts. So the topic will be very clear. So today in a very simple manner, I have explained you what is Kashyapura, how you deal with Prashna, and so today I'll end my video here, and in the coming videos I'll explain you with examples about Kashyapura. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.